What dictates existence? Does man dictate existence? Does man dictate design? Who sets the rules, regulations, and laws to govern where you live and where you exist as a human being on this planet? If you notice, when you make the rules and you make the laws, and you're also the enforcer of the rules and the laws, you can change them at will of your desire as well as your ignorance. Who sets the rules for you? Who tells you what's illegal and what's illegal? Excuse me, legal and illegal. Who limits your expression? Who limits your elevation? Who limits your experiences and your sensations based on the ignorance and outlook of another being who's limited by their own nature and design? See, divine beings truly understand that there is no such thing as man-made laws. We don't acknowledge them and we don't respect them. But one thing we do understand is that nature has a specific design. And the design of nature has nothing to do with the impact of man, has nothing to do with the influence of man and the structures that man's hands create, and the laws and limitation that man's mind and brain creates, or excuse me, his brain creates, because the mind and the brain are two different things completely. Nature has designed the body to go through cycles of progress and elevation that suits that design's function. Nature has given us specific templates that organisms of this planet and dimension follow, usually by the cycles of 7. Nature tells you when you are an adult in body. Nature tells you when a fruit is ripe enough for you to consume. And if you go against nature's design and cycles, that fruit will poison you. And you can become sick from something that can also give you nourishment. See, nothing in existence is one thing at all. It's all a spectrum with one center. The same fruit that some of y'all are claiming to heal the body, the same fruits and vegetables some of y'all are claiming to enhance the body, actually have the same power to destroy the body if taken out of cycle and consumed at the wrong times in which it was cultivated on this planet by nature herself. Stop letting men dictate laws and dictate designs that don't exist but in their own imaginations. We allow synthetic mankind to agree upon things that are in place for the original organisms of this planet in human, eumelanin, selenium-based beings. Nature has already set a template. And that template nature has set is actually older than man. Who are you listening to? Who are you following? What are you in fear of? If you have anything to fear, fear nature. Because nature will cleanse you. Nature will replenish you. Nature will eradicate you. Nature will obliterate you. And also nature can resurrect you. So when we don't take this time to bask in the aspects and understand the cycles of nature's design, when we are judging things outside of the design of nature, according to the laws and regulations of mankind, which is a synthetic being in the first place, against his own nature through a recessive gene, what is the outcome? What is the outcome? I walk my earth. I walk my earth with no regulations. And let me tell you something. I vibrate so high that certain people can't even stand around me that don't even like how I conduct myself, but yet can't say nothing about it because they can't exist within my presence. I fear nothing because I know all things that are to be feared by y'all as humans is something I've gravitated toward myself, which means it has a purpose. So if I find myself in a life or death situation, that's my gravity. If I find myself within a situation of losing my freedom, which I have, that is my gravity. And I accept and I claim the gravitation and magnetism that I brought to myself as the lesson and challenge to my divinity. Not a problem, not a fear, not a nightmare, but a lesson and challenge to my divinity. Design denotes function. Nature herself is the mistress and tapestry to this existence we live in on the third dimensional realm. If y'all ain't understanding this, y'all are not prepared for the shift that's here. Mind Ascension, I'm out of here.